in your business. Thank you for gathered here for business meeting, training. We pray that whatever we're going to talk about lead us to success in this business. In Jesus' name, we pray.
Amen. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uganda tulutengera tutungutera okuntawaana. You understand some little Uganda? Chidogodogo. Thank you very much. So last time we last met on 5th December at Pearl of Africa for our end of year annual event. I thank God once again we are all alive and kicking, and most importantly we are all breathing. A lot has been going on since then. We had a communique coming in towards the end of December regarding the upgrade of the system. A lot of changes came in, different communiques were coming, flowing in every now and then. Most of you got confused. I also had to sit back and wait for the final communique so that I can come and talk to you when I have some info that is not going to change the next day. It's not that I abandoned you. I wanted to be confident of what I'm bringing back to you. Regarding the communique we are having 36.4 that has been fully implemented. We've been seeing questions on different platforms. Yes, in this business, it is coming to, I think, we are making 3 years very soon. We started in March 2019. We have covered 2020. We are now in 2021. By March 2021, we shall be making how many years? 3 years. It is very hard for a sustainable online platform like CHYMO to really thrive in the pandemic of COVID-19. Most of us have been prayerful, thanking God for all the efforts we have put in to see how we are surviving. I don't want you to lose hope because of the challenges businesses go through. Most importantly, when the business is doing its best to stay for a longer period of time. So that's why I'm bringing to you the communique that is final regarding first of all, you saw the 90% discount on drone payment, which brought issues for those who had just joined the business and those who are already in the business. We are all affected. But the point is, how are we supposed to get back in the normal standards of living we've been living with CHYMO before the upgrade? We are earning $14, $42, but now we are earning some percentage. I know change sometimes needs to come with a little bit of pain. I usually tell you an example. When I was still working in school selling cosmetics, there came in a wave of Jenny from Mississippi. She sent everyone who was having a container on the road. You know those small kiosks that were on the roadside? Those were the potential customers of mine. The truth is, I went out of business. I had to supply supermarkets, and supermarkets were paying in checks, and at the end of the month, that means you must be having a lot of capital to stay in what? In business. So that was changed, but still, I like the new city we are having right now. Less congestion, at least you can even take a selfie on the roadside and you post somewhere when you're proud of what you're promoting. So, without wasting any time, let's look at this communique. The management communicated, I tried to simplify it for you. The management tried to communicate to us that it is going to be taking 50% from what you have been earning. First of all, for everyone who was in business got a loan, if you are trading. Let's call it a forced loan. At first it was optional. The company brought advanced credit program for 5 countries. Burundi, Togo, there is Burkina Faso and other countries. Leaders of CHYMO came together and said, this is not fair. I swear to God, I was not among those leaders who said it was not fair because money for different loans, they are very okay. I'm telling you the truth. But those who are saying, we are in Ghana where the headquarters are located and we cannot get the advanced credit program, how can it go? The 10 million, how can it go to to Burundi, how can it go to Burkina Faso? And the headquarters, Nigeria started, and the company thought it was important for everyone due to the majority concept. But we never asked for it. It was only specifically for 5 countries. So which forced the upgrade of the system. By summer 2021, that is the wrap-up of 2020. So we got the issue, and the system was upgraded. At first, we are supposed to pay 90%. 90%. If you are earning $40, $42, you're supposed to be 90% and remain with the balance. We say that is not fair for us. The company said, and that so many communications that are coming out based on the leaders' grievances that have been lodged to the headquarters. At the end of the day, said the company, too many communiques coming in as threatening our clients. Every now and then you're bringing this, at least maybe it will take time. But though as you solve things and then you come with an official communique. This is what I'm going to talk to you about. So it revised eventually, it came to 50%, 50-50%. If you're earning, let's assume your account is earning $84. What you're going to do with the advanced credit program, when you're having it, you're going to pay 50% to advanced credit program, and 50% is going to be paid to you. This is for loan repayment. Are we together? This is what I'm talking about. Imagine we take 50% advanced credit program and we take 50%. And our 50% is comprised of what? 2 sections. We have the consumption points and the CHY points. So the consumption points, we shall be earning 40%. I'll take questions later regarding consumption points, right? We shall be taking 40% in consumption points, but still you are paying. To me, it is better than giving me 10% and you take 90%. To me, it is better. Got me right. Because I have a strategy of how I can regulate that than waiting for as many months when I'm at 10%. Are we together? To me. Yes. I don't know to you. The 10% remaining is going to be paid to you in CHY points. So that's where we had questions. The company said it is going to pay us 10% CHY points. How come you're still receiving consumption points, 50% consumption? This is now, if you check your account that is trading, I'm sure you are now earning CHY points. Remember, the loan we got was in consumption points. You cannot plant beans and expect peanuts. Together. We didn't ask for it. Remember, terms and conditions apply. They reserve all the rights to change anything without consulting us. If you're in CHY World and you clicked on terms and conditions to become a member, that means you should go with whatever they are bringing for you. Are we together? I'm sure there is no account that entered in the business that didn't confirm terms and conditions. You cannot register. Are we together? Are we together? Remember, I've always told you I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a guy showing you how you can also benefit in the platform. Decisions are always yours to take. I've said these words before on record. Are we together? Joy. So let's see what we have here. Let's start with the VIP 2, since VIP 1 is negligible. But for those who are having VIP, who had VIP 1, you should thank God it is now upgraded to VIP 2. You are not trading by then, you are now what? You just need to top up a little, like $15, and then that is the amount you have to pay. And you start trading in your account, you earn CHY points only. If you are not trading for the last 3 weeks before the upgrade, you did qualify for the advanced credit program. In other words, you didn't get a loan. But what you have to pay is the money the company used to upgrade your account to the next level. Are we together? VIP 2, for advanced credit program, you are going to pay 3.5 points, that is $3.5. Meaning, we are earning $7. Are we together? Yes, anniversary program. We are earning $7. Not so in a VIP too. But for advanced crediting program, you're supposed to pay 50% of the 7. Are we together? Which means 3.5. Now the remaining 3.5, the company is going to give you 40% consumption points and 10% CHY points. What are you supposed to get? You're going to get 0.7 points in CHY points. That is the 10% of the remaining $3.5. Are we together? And then when it comes to consumption point, it is 2.8, which is the 50%. Are we together? We shall look at how we can devise means of liquidating our assets that are in consumption points. Let that not be a problem. Most of you are discouraged right now to carry on because of that. But it is one factor that can take the company down if you're all discouraged. The question is, are we all interested in having all our assets running smoothly like the way we have been earning? That means we should get back to work, we should do the needful and see how best we can liberate ourselves from this financial crisis, especially during this time, the trials and tribulations of COVID-19. Are we together? Let's look at the VIP 3. For those who are, I think you should take notes for those who are having accounts at different levels so that you understand how it is going to be running and you can share information with those that you are having in your teams. For VIP 3, you earn $14 every 10 to 12 days from your trading. When you take the advanced crediting program, what does it mean? The company is going to take 7 points from you. That is the 50% of $14 to pay back the loan. And when that is done, the remaining 7% is going to take 10% paid to you in CHY points, and 40% will be given to you in consumption points. Are we together? Let's look at the person, the scenario of a VIP 4. With a VIP 4, remember we earn $42, meaning 50% of that is $21. So the $21 you are earning here is going to be paid on your loan. And the $21 remaining is going to be divided into 2. The consumption points, which is 40%, and 10% in CHY points, which is withdrawable from the company. You can also withdraw using other avenues you have been using earlier. The 10% remaining is $8.4. You see, you are earning 42. It is now 8.4. But you are paying. At the end of the payment of this loan, these are all your assets. So remember that. The company is going to reward you in CHY. It is your assets. It is a forced way of doing business, forced saving. You never wanted it. But it is not given. I got a question from someone. How sure are you at the end of this loan, we shall not be forced to have another loan? I was like, I can't tell you because I'm not in the future. It will be a lie to tell you that it will not go to well. I can't be 100% certain. It is not my company, right? So, with the consumption points, you earn 33.6 points. The truth is, everyone here would like to have a call from your upline or your leader asking you to supply them consumption points. That's the only way you can have a smile on your face if you are not in the market trying to do that. And the truth is, those calls are going to be rare if we don't wake up and work together as a team. That is the truth. If you don't wake up and work as a team, it's not good. Gerard, he told me that for him has no consumption points. It's not that has been using it to register people in the business. He said he used all the consumption points to open up new accounts and he earned CHY points from referral, from the binaries, from other generations. I was like, okay, I have over 3,000 consumption points. How about if I open up some VIP 5 and VIP 7 accounts, and instead of having it there seated, and I earn at this CHY points, I can revise means of putting my money there, and I see how I can earn for the CHY points. That is also another strategy. I don't know your strategy really hard. I was trying to share what I had from the other side. VIP6. VIP6 earns $168 every time through 12 days. So the advanced credit program will take 84 points or $84, and the CHY points will take 16.8 points. That is what will be paid to you that you can withdraw. That is the 40% you're saying here is in consumption points. This is what will be paid in consumption points. Are we together? This is in position for VIP2 and the remaining bars. You can wait for another trade. You have a VIP3. The truth is, we have to revise means of surviving until we have our loans get paid fully, because a person who has earned 30 million at the end of the month, you may not be able to earn 4 million at the end of the month if you don't do something about it. That's why I said sometimes the life is going to be a little bit hard, but we have to revise how we can make it soft for us as we navigate through the repayment process. Are we together? Let's look at a VIP 7. You pay 168 points for loan repayment, and then you remain. This account will be earning 33.6 points, and then the consumption points will be paid like that. So take note of these changes. That's how the system is working nowadays. Today we are having upgrades going on. We shall be talking about them in depth. Patient managed to drop for us at this table this morning. That's why we played for the presentation. And let's look at how we can translate it. We have started with a VIP 2 to VIP 6. Are we together? We know VIP 2 every 10 days earns $7. Are we together? This is before the advanced credit program. After advanced credit program was implemented, it is going to earn $3.5 that will be paid for your loan, and then 2.5 is going to be paid to you in consumption, and 0.7 is what is going to come to your account in CHY points. Are we together? And then when it comes to VIP 3, you were earning $14. The compensation plan did not change. Are we together? It is just a period that you are going through for this, but the payments are still the same. Are we together? The company didn't change the earnings. The company didn't change the compensation plan. It is just, remember, these things you are seeing here are not affecting a newly created account. It is only for those who were in the system by that time. Meaning, if you open up a new account today, it will earn only CHY points. Are we together? If the case was like everyone coming in must apply for a loan, I wouldn't be standing here today. That is the truth. And that's the only thing that gives me hope that at least people are making money elsewhere. Are we together? With a VIP 4, we are earning $42. The company will take $21 out of 42 to pay your loan, and then the 16.8 will be given to you in consumption, and 4.2 will come in CHY points. With a VIP 5, we're earning 84. The company is going to take half of this, which is the 50% to pay your loan, and then 33.6 will come in consumption points, and 8.4 will be paid to you in CHY points. VIP 6, we earn 168. Half of this will be paid for your loan, and then 67.2 will be given to you in consumption, and 16.8 will come in CHY points. Let's end up with the VIP 7, which is 236 that you earn from our biggest package so far we are having, and then half of this is paid to you, is paid back on your loan, and then 134.4 is given to you in consumption, and the 33.6% is given to you in CHY points. Are we together? The question is, what can we do with our consumption points today? Consumption points are used for upgrading and activations. Why did CHY in the first Please say we are not an investment platform. Just right where Silver is seated. There's something saying we are not an investment platform. Right there behind. Meaning it is interested in people now who can build businesses. It is interested in people who can talk about the World Expo program. Are we together? Does not want people who come with their 200 millions and dump it in CHY. Are we together? You'd rather bring one person than bring a person with a 100 billion put in CHY. That is one of the factors that was spoiling CHY. That called for the immediate attention. However much money you are having, CHY is not an investment platform. So the only way we can solve this, we can navigate through this storm, is to find means of sharing information with others and show them we have. Let's tell our stories we had in COVID-19 when you're locked up at home. That is the only way we can get people to join our businesses. Don't persuade them. Don't stick to them. Give them, glad to tell stories. It is one of the factors that will attract people to join your businesses. Don't try to force them to get money elsewhere. Don't advise them where to get money from to come and join business. That is wrong. Just give them your story. How you manage to join CHY more. How you have achieved this and that. And what is your target? Most of us had targets, had goals to achieve. Are we together when we join this business? Have you achieved them already? Wait. Have we? We haven't. So the only way, there's no retreat, there's no surrender here. You cannot jump out of it. Are we together? Someone was asking me a question, but if I don't want to use the loan, that would be a loss to you. Why? Every account was given a loan that was trading. Even if it wasn't trading in the last 3 weeks before the upgrade, it was given what? A loan. The question here is, I'm a VIP 5. VIP 4. Right? I'm trading with $540. I was upgraded a step ahead. Every account was upgraded a level, one level up. So it means you became a VIP 6. The difference between activation of a VIP 5. So the difference between activation of the two packages is how much? Yeah. Meaning if you are not trading the company, you have to pay $300. So that when you finish your trading, this amount is going to come back in your account and it is going to be deducted. But remember, you already have a loan to consume of $1,080. Once this money is taken, meaning if you don't want to use a loan, you need to look for another $1,080 to put in that account, which is a loss, double loss again. Are you saying it? Meaning you don't have a choice. A loan is a must to be used in order to liberate yourself from this program. Are we together? So once this money comes, I know people who have finished paying their loan. It depends on your activity. I know people have finished fully paying their loans and they are enjoying very well. Yes. And I'm one of them who will be soon finishing mine. I think in a month's time. I was upgraded, I had some cash. By the time they upgraded me, I found $1,200. Cut off, upgraded me to VIP 7, first upgrade. I was pissed, and the loan was already there, $4,000 something to use in the level. The problem was, I had a trading ongoing that had started almost 80 days running. Meaning I'm paying for something that I have not consumed yet. But the solution here is, the only way, let me read for you something here. We had questions and answers. And these questions and answers we had are going through like this. What are attributed points? Those are the things. You have things that have come up, the new developments. Initially, when you register in an account in CHY, let's say a VIP 3 of $100, you are paying 100 consumption Have you seen the use of consumption points? No one joined this business without using consumption. Meaning, if we keep promoting our business, there is market for, because there is no shortcut. I have so many people who are interested in joining CHY more, but their major problem was paying for a show. But if you give them a chance of giving them free space, that is a free account, they are ready to put in their trading capital. Are we together? Meaning, there are many people having difficulties in opening up shop because there is no shortcut. And the reason why they are not here with us is because they don't want to incur the cost of the shop. They want to sell on streets. They want to be vendors on the road without a permanent address. You forgive me, I'm about to end this. The mic talk, the mic get difficult. So, this is what we are talking. Earlier, registering an account, you are paying 100% consumption points. With the new system, we are paying 70% consumption points. I got a question in December from one of the leaders here. He asked me, how does CHY Mall make money? The truth is we had spent over 2 months without sending any money to the company. All the money we are getting it amongst ourselves. P2P. When was the company earning? Altogether. From consumption to CHY points. He gave me an example of a certain company. And he said this company, they use a certain percentage in registration, a certain percentage comes in points. A certain percentage goes to the company and a percentage remains in us as the team for sustainability purposes. Do you see that people CHY model? The truth is, I did have product knowledge of any business to do with products. It was like an advice was giving me. That was even 3 weeks before the upgrade. When I saw the upgrade bringing this, I remembered the question that was asked me. And I referred to it as a sustainability point of view, right? To have a certain percentage go to the company and a certain percentage we deal among ourselves. So, 30% is going to be called activated points. This was a strict vote from the company. You can buy them from your leaders if they have them. Are we together? These are not earned points. They are not earned from your trading, from your Binance, from your referral bonuses. They are paid from the company or your leaders. But the 70% is still the same consumption points you have been what? We have been using to activate our accounts. Are we together? Another thing I should talk about is the 10% withdrawal charge. We had a 5%. It's a 10% withdrawal charge. Are we together? So let's try to look at another point here. Another point here is I think I've explained that. What's the procedure for payment of the advance credit loan? I said 50% is going to be paid for advance credit and 40% is going to be paid to you, or 50% paid to you, but in portions, 10% CHY and 40% in what? Consumption credits. Another question was, how long will I pay the loan completely? Depends on how aggressive you are, your activities. But let's assume you came with your 200 million as an investor. Are we together? How long will it take you to pay this? It will take you close to 6.5 to 7 months to get that loan done. If you are not doing any activity. Let me give you an example. This is me. This is Pesh. This is Richard. I brought Pesh and Richard whenever they trade. By the way, you will notice in case you finish your loan, this pays the more. Because imagine everyone you have in business is upgraded. If he was paying you for $7, he's now going to pay you $14 every 10 days. So, in other words, when someone starts using their loan under your team, it is going to make your loan to be, your repayment faster. Are you getting it? Meaning, if this person was a VIP 3, when I'm earning $3 from him, for example, and this one is a VIP 4, let's assume I'm earning $8 from them every 10 days. Meaning, if I'm paying a loan, this loan is paid even if you have cash, the company cannot take it for clearing your loan. If the loan is only paid from new retail. Are we together? New retail. That is trading and the second generation and the first generation, third generation trading. Second generation, first and second generation trading. So let's look at this person before upgrade. I was earning this and this. Let's assume I've not started using my loan, or I've started using irrespective of the factor. So when I start using, when this person starts using the loan, may I have a loan say of $1,000. I was paying $3. So whenever the $3 come in, I could reduce the loan. It's a reducing factor, right? So if this person starts using the loan, that means it's now on a VIP 4. Yeah, I will earn $8, and this one give me 16, meaning the loan repayment will be faster. Whenever these people's days reduce and they start using, you tell them. I know people who are there that trading is done, but they're saying, me, I don't want to use the loan. The truth is, we're just extending the time to get your money back from the business. The faster, the better. So, once all these people start using the loan, this will be solved in less than 6 months. Imagine you have 10 people. Do you think you can take the same time as a person who joined as an investor? Are we seeing hope in say it right? By show of hands. Who's seeing hope? Please don't pretend. If you're not seeing hope, don't put up your hand. We want to find solution for those who are hopeless. Not the word hopeless, no. Those who are not having hope. Are we together? Are you among those who are hopeless? Who don't have hope? This is the point, not the other thing you understand. I first hope. PowerPoint. Okay.
Can I ask on that?
Please, let me take like 20 questions if possible. Are they too many? Will I manage? I think I'm done with what I want to cover for today. And the other thing I would like to make to take note of is that I know how many of you have products, say to products, their homes stacked there in their drawers, and they don't know what to use them for. By show of hands, you don't know the use of the product. You have a lot of them kept under your bed. I don't know. By show of hands, for your information, it is money you're keeping under your bed. I want us to get back to the roots. Let's treat CHY Mall as a product business. What happened to finding out the knowledge? What will happen to you if you read about quantum energy? If you get inquisitive to find out how these products are made, the diseases they can cure, I think by the end of the day it will attach monetary value so that you can sell them out and liquidate, make some money. I know so many people have changed the strategy. They're only focusing on selling the business plan than talking about the products the company brings to us. How about if we go back to that? I know it will not be wise enough to give testimonies like they have treated cancer because it is not scientifically proven. But if you have a patient, a client who has consumed a product and they have recovered from any disease, we can use them in our team as testimonies. It is allowed. But don't go on TV and tell them, say to our products are treating cancer. It is not scientifically proven. But you can give a client that is cured. For you to go legit globally, you need to have scientific proof. But that does not mean stop sharing the testimonies in your groups. Are we together? So, if we go back and understand these products, how they work, I think we shall make money out of them than keeping them. Mrs. Okecho, Grace Okecho last year giving their testimony. They're having these are her words. She said, we have a very old car, but we've been talking about CHY more quantum fuel saving cars. And the truth is, we never had confidence selling them to someone until we use the products on our old vehicle. If we are using 20,000, pressure was there, 20,000 on fuel to come to town and go back home, we are now using it 2 times, meaning that 20,000 that was working on one day is working for 2 days. Moreover, on an old vehicle. I know some are going to say they don't work. I don't know which vehicle you are using and how are you using them. But the truth is, whoever has used this has testified, unless you're using it in the wrong way. Bokola John. So this is what I'm talking about, John. If the product is working for you, don't sit on it. Talk about it. Yes, please. I'm done with the presentation I have for you today. We shall look at something else, I think on Friday, for those who be able to make it here, and we see how best we can promote our business. And we are also revising solutions on how we can make everyone smile again. We are not all equal, we are not all going in that field, but we want everyone happy. Are we together? Yes, please.
I'm called Carol Barite. I also have a testimony on those fuel cards. Our car also is old. And we go to that village. I come from Omonji. It's very far. People who have never traveled to the Western Uganda. And we use 200,000. It is an old car. Now, we would use 200,000 when we are going, but when we are coming back, we would add 50,000. That is 250,000 to and fro. But we used 120,000 to and fro.
Wow.